Welcome to this week's edition of the Heat Flash. Our guest right now is Heat head coach Tarik Walker. And Coach Walker, thank you for joining us on Heat Flash.
Thank you.
Coach, you're about to embark on a 3-game road trip. The first two this weekend against Ontario and against the San Diego Sockers. Talk about those two matchups and those two teams and the difficulties they present in playing those clubs.
Well, yeah, I think Ontario has a coach who has a similar background in mine, where he played indoor for a while in the old NPSL and MISL. So I know he's schooling his kids in the same aspects that we are, playing indoor soccer. So it's going to be a tough contest. They play a typical style where they defend with 4 and hang one up top to counterattack. So that's something that we have to be aware of.
What do they like to do offensively? What kind of?
I think offensively they will play similar to us. They play in through their targets, but they get a lot of their offense from what we just talked about, from counterattacking, trying to score quickly when they transition from defense to offense. So again, we want to attack, but we're going to have to adjust and have one guy hang back and trying to cover that.
So their defense starts their offense, basically.
Basically, yeah, they start their defense through turnovers, and their offense through turnovers, and they try to score right away once they get a turnover.
What do you think about this? What's your impression of the San Diego Sockers football club? They seem to be hovering around 500.
Yeah, and that's a little bit surprising to me because of their history, the players that they have. They have a very big target players that they play through, and defensively we've got to adjust ourselves to be able to stop balls getting into their target players. So that's been something that we'll talk about this week leading into it.
What's the mood of the team as it heads out this weekend to play these two crucial
I
contests?
think the crews, obviously because we're so young, we have enthusiasm all the time. So sometimes we actually have to dial that back to get focused on tactical aspects. But so I think the guys are excited to get on the road. West Coast trip always presents that kind of excitement. So hopefully we can transfer that directly into our games.
Some of the younger guys, they're trying to put together better second halves than they had first halves, especially offensively. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do. I think we always go into a game with a certain game plan. We always want to capitalize on our patterns, and I think it takes a little bit of adjustment once the game hits, but I think as the game keeps going along, we get better and better at our patterns, and it starts to turn into points for us.
Is it good with the way things have been going? It almost feels like you guys have been a little bit snake bitten. Is it good to get real far away from home over to the left coast, have the guys bond on this plane ride a little bit, and spend the weekend together in a hotel?
I think that's always the case when you go on the road because it's just you. There's nobody else there helping you. You don't have the fans there helping you. So you do have to come together a bit, and hopefully that will carry us through the next part of our season.
He's the bench boss for the Harrisburg Heat. It's Tarik Walker. Coach Walker, thanks for joining us on the Heat Flash.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for the next edition of the Heat Flash. We'll see you next time on the Heat Flash.
Thanks, Coach.